Hello, summer friends. Welcome to week 3, our third Friday in our summer slide forward into first grade. Remember, it's Travel Fridays. And so on this day, I have 2 trips ready for you. Just going to check my schedule here. The first one is come see the Great Wall of China. Now, you might have heard of that. You might have seen that. Some people might have actually been there. I haven't been that lucky yet. And if you were a Bryant student, and if we were in building and we're doing the My World and I, and that kickoff first lesson we do, where all the kindergarten students come to the laser room and Miss Confer's room, and then each of the teachers teaches a lesson. I always teach about buildings and structures. And if we were in building, in session, when it came to Asia, which we would have been teaching in, I think, April, the building or structure I teach about is the Great Wall of China. So I did not want to miss that. Last week we did the Eiffel Tower. This week was the Great Wall of China. And so I wanted you to have a chance to see that. And so that's your first choice. The second one is Edinburgh. When you look at print, it looks like it says Edinburgh, but Edinburgh is how it's pronounced in Scotland, and it's one of the famous buildings in Scotland, and it's a building that I was lucky enough to be able to see when I visited Scotland when I was there. It's a beautiful, fascinating, very old castle with so much history in it, and many people, hundreds of people, visit it every day. I had to buy a ticket and then come back later to go in because it was time, because so many people want to visit that really fascinating and historical building. And so that's your second trip. And Scotland is a nation in Europe, part of the United Kingdom. And so you're in Asia for one trip and then in Europe for the other trip. And so I hope you enjoy those trips. The read aloud parallels a little bit like last week. It's about presidents. Last week the read aloud was about George Washington. Today the read aloud is about Abraham Lincoln, a great president. Lincoln is considered one of the most prestigious, thoughtful, kind, humble, intelligent, fair-minded presidents our country has ever had. Very different from current times, and he is a president who people look up to because he really helped heal and help our nation at a time when our nation had one of its most troublesome and problematic and difficult times in its history. And he did many things to change the course of history and affect people's lives for the better. And we still honor him in many ways today and speak of him with great affection in our hearts and great admiration in our heads. And so the book today is about Abraham Lincoln. I hope you'll enjoy that and learn new things.